Hey guys, how are we all doing? As promised, it's the 15th of February 2011, and I have a little video that I'm about to record about a little anniversary and how much it changed the way we Brits pay for things. So, what's this little anniversary? Well, 40 years ago, on the 15th of February 1971, the system that Britain used to make up the pound changed. It changed from pounds, shillings and pence to pounds and pence. Why was this so important? Well, it was a big change for a start, and secondly, the name, D-Day. So, why did the UK want to change a system of making up the pound that hadn't changed since time began? Well, the Middle Ages. Simply put, computers and the international market. Now, the thing with computers was, beforehand, computers had to do double the work to calculate how to add up money in the British system. They had to do background calculations to figure out what the value would be on their own system, and then they had to create it again to show up in pounds, shillings and pence on the screen. So computers being so simple was very difficult, so it was it was confusing their diodes. So basically, part of the reason they wanted to do that change it was to simplify the way the computers count. The 60s, the early 60s, the mid 60s was where the computers started to come into more use in regards to the background of calculations and banks and things like that. So it was important to try and maybe do something to make it easier, and this is where the decimalisation system started. Government legislation came through in 1966, and the old system was due to be removed in 1971. But it didn't happen overnight. There was a gradual introduction of some of the coinage that you see in circulation today. So what was the old system, and why was it so confusing? Well, the old pound sterling was made up of 240 pennies to the pound, which is an old Roman type way of making up the amount. And loads of countries across the world went basically on that system, but loads of them had gone decimalisation a long time before we had. France probably one of the earliest examples. Now within that pound, you had 12 pennies to a shilling, and 20 shillings made the pound, so basically 240 pennies. And there was different names for the coins and how much they came up with. So, just to give an idea, the old penny was, if I've got this correct, the old penny was a 12th of 5p. So the names of some of these coins were as follows. You had the farthing, which was an old coin, which was it was discontinued in about 1950s. Inflation, kind of killed off some of these old coins. You got the halfpenny, or the halfpenny, which was 2 farthings. Now the farthing was a quarter of the old pence, and a halfpenny, of course, is half of the old pence. The threepence, or the 3 pence, was 3 old pennies. It was a really weird coin. It was a 10-sided rectagonal coin, or 10-sided coin, a dectagon coin, and it was kind of goldy, and it was looking really odd. And it's got on the back of it the portcullis of the Houses of Parliament, which you see, or until recently, in the 1p coins, the new 1p coins. The 6pence, or the tanner as it used to be known, was 6 old pennies, or half a shilling. Now the 6pence was such a popular coin that even though it was no longer legal tender, it was seen in the coinage till the very early. A florin was 2 shillings. I've already mentioned the shilling, but a florin was another coin which was 2 shillings. The florin coin was still in circulation. 2 shillings, the old 10p. A half crown was 2 shillings and 6pence. So 2.5p. 2 shillings and 6pence. So that's 12.5 pence in modern money. The crown was 5 shillings, 25p. The crown was the British equivalent of the quarter, the American quarter dollar coin that you have over there in the good US of A, and I think Canada as well. I think you've got that as well. So that's that. They had a double. As I was talking about a double florin, which is 2 florins, of course. So it was 4 shillings it was worth, and that was the first step of trying to decimalise the system back in the 1840s. I think it was 1849. So that was a long time ago. You can actually see me, yeah, I know, that's the thing. I'm looking at the computer screen behind me, and all you can see in my eyes is the screen coming back. I didn't notice that. Right. I mean, it's just, it sounds to me confusing, but obviously if you're used to it, then you'd know about it. So the decimal coins. The new decimal coins started to come into circulation in '67, and what they did to start with is they made it very clever. They created 5p and 10p. It's exactly the same size as the shilling and the florin. So they became, or the bob as the shilling used to be called, the bob and the florin. They basically were used in conjunction, and they were still in circulation. And some of those old design coins of the shilling and the florin was still available in the 90s. I'll go into that a little bit later. Next was the 50p in 1969, which took on the kind of shape of the threepence. The threepence was a 7-sided coin. It's a septagon coin. Probably one of the most popular one of the most well-known ones now. So that was 10 shillings, and it replaced what was called a 10-shilling note, which was a grubby little note that hadn't been minted or created in years. And that's what it was creating from. And then, in 1971, on D-Day itself, 3 copper coins were introduced. The halfpenny, the 1p, and the 2p. So now, here is a little video showing the 2 videos I found. One showing how to think decimal, and the second one actually introducing the coins.
31.5, 32, 33, 35, 40 and 10 is 50 and 50 is a pound. At first, when you are given change in new money, it may sound rather odd. So if you're puzzled by 31.5, 32, 33, 35, 40 and 10 is 50 and 50 is a pound, think decimal. Now there are 100 new pence in a pound. Think decimal. That way you'll find shopping simple.
The new decimal money will be with us on D-Day, Decimal Day, the 15th of February, 1971. The pound will be divided into 100 new pence, and we'll do our decimal shopping in pounds and new pence only. Here are the new coins, 6 of them. The 3 silver ones are already in use. The 50 new pence, equal to 10 shillings. The 10 new pence, equal to 2 shillings. And the 5 new pence, equal to 1 shilling. The 3 copper coins will be introduced on D-Day. The 2 new pence, the new penny, and the new halfpenny. Remember, the pound stays the same. Only the coins which make up the pound are changing.
So the question was, did it work? Well, there was some resistance, but after 6 months, the old money was discontinued. So basically, it was in February, removed in about August. Although the old shilling and florin, as I mentioned, stayed in use right up to the 1990s, it's unofficial currency. It actually wasn't officially the right, the coinage, but because it was the same size and shape, it was kept in the circulation. In fact, I can remember getting some of the coins in change when I was younger. 5p especially, not so, 5p and the 10p definitely. So the new coins were the half-p, the 1p, the 2p, the 5p, the 10p and the 50p. So where's the half-p gone? Well, by the early 80s, inflation had made it not worth keeping, so by 82 they stopped being minted and they were taken out of circulation a couple of years after. But in 1982, another coin joined its place, the 20p. And then the pound coin replaced the English pound note in 1983. The Scottish pound note is still circulating about in Scotland. The Royal Bank of Scotland being stubborn and didn't actually remove the creating of notes until a couple of years ago, really. And in the 90s, the 5p, 10p and 50p all went on a diet. Basically changing the way they make the coins and the metals, so basically they changed the design slightly and slimmed them down. So the 5p came into this wee little small thing you see now, the 10p slimmed down to about the size of what the old 5p was, and the 50p slimmed down. So the 5p went small in 1990, the 10p in 92, and the 50p in 97. And there's one more coin that was added to the family, which I don't have a little image of, is the £2 coin, which was in 1998. So to summarise, if you look at your change next time, you'll now know why there is no 1p or 2p coins older than 71, there is no 5p coin older than 1990, there is no 10p coin older than 92, no 50p coin older than 97, no 20p coin older than 82, and no pound coin older than 1983, because these are when they were introduced, and the only coins that still survive from D-Day are the original designs and layout sizes are the 1p and the 2p. Those are the only coins available. There's one little thing you notice, right? Until 1982, on the back of the coins they had new pence on them instead of pence. So if you do find a strange coin with the Queen's head on it in the future, at least you have an idea where it came from and what kind of system it was. I'll leave you be with a little song by the gentleman called Max Bygraves. Yeah, a bit of a wee ditty, bit of fun. And I will see you at the beginning, my regular vlog video at the beginning of March. Until then, see you later.
Decimalisation. We call it decimalisation. Decimalisation. Soon it's gonna be time to change the money round. We've got decimalisation. Decimalisation. There's 100 new pennies now for every pound. Gone are the days when 12 old pence added up to make a shilling, not much sense. The half crown too has gone for good, a coin that foreigners never understood. Now some people who were feeling very bright have put their heads together just to make things right. They have made it easy for every citizen, 'cause all we have to do is count from